G'day, FIDE Master John Curtis, and have I got a game for you? Or I've got three games for you. And in the first game I'm going to show you, I'm going to play against the Closet Grandmaster. Now we've had a few battles, and the Closet Grandmaster is 1879 rated. And the Closet Grandmaster comes from Australia, I believe. And this game was played on May 6th, 2023, so only just recently. And the game lasts 19 moves. But the highlight of this particular game is that I played at 98.2% accuracy over 19 moves. And I had a 2,800 rating performance. As you can see, I've put the game in here in the chess.com library, so I can just click on it. Whoops, I'll do it again. That's the game. And here we go. We're going to get into the game now. And we're going to have a little look. It's just searching for it. Maybe if I just click off there, it'll come up quicker. Got it. Okay, so this is game one. This is game one versus the Closet Grandmaster. I'll make sure you can see the screen clearly. Yes, you can. Right, and as you can see, there's the analysis room. And if we click on the review button, you will see that yes, in fact, we did. We played at 98.2% accuracy. Our opponent played at 91.9%. So big hand to the Closet Grandmaster. And with that, we'll just have a look at the rating performance. 2,800, that's right. And the Closet Grandmaster played with a rating performance of 2,500. Okay, so we'll just show the board in full. And we'll get into the game, which is of interest, obviously. And right, we'll get back to the analysis. And looks like the game is on its way. Opened up with E4 against the Closet Grandmaster. Actually, his flag says he's from Japan. The other flag says he's from Australia. So whether he was in Japan at the time on holidays, I don't know. D5 was played, a book move, and that the opening there's a Scandinavian defence, or as it's also known, the centre counter. I know a little bit about that, and what I don't like is black tends to get some strong play. So I took a pawn off just so that if he takes with the queen, had he captured with the queen, I would have been able to just hit his queen straight away with my knight and develop a piece. But he plays knight f6, which is another book move. And I played knight c3, which is a book move. So we've got a higher degree of accuracy at the moment. As we said, I played at 2,800 performance, and he played at 2,500. So he took a pawn, and then I played bishop c4. I just developed a piece, and onto this lovely diagonal, which attacks the weakest square on the board. And he moved his knight back, and I was very happy. Then I thought, well, I could just shift my bishop back one square, and I'm still attacking this weak square here, right? Closet Grandmaster developed a knight, excellent move. Just threatens to play knight here, then he'll have the choice of taking my bishop. I didn't like that, so I brought my knight out, and I set a trap for the Closet Grandmaster. For if the Closet Grandmaster plays bishop here, right, I can play bishop take. I'll show you. If he plays bishop here, you can simply play bishop takes pawn check, right? And if the king takes knight check, king moves, and queen takes bishop wins a pawn, and black's left with terrible position. But that didn't occur. Closet Grandmaster's smarter than that. He played bishop f5. That's right, he played the book move. He didn't play the mistake move, he played the book move. So I played D3. I didn't know what to do. As I say, it's a 3-minute game, and I've got to be careful because the closet grandmaster is very fast. Anyway, so he played E6. He blocks off my attack on there, which is correct play. So I played H3. I thought, well, now I'm not going to let you pin me. And he played knight hits bishop. And I thought to myself, what can I do here? I thought, well, it's important to develop your pieces. So I attacked his big queen with the bishop. That was my logic, right? Anyway, he should have played F6, but he took the opportunity, F6 and chased the bishop is the best move, but he took the opportunity to develop a piece. You say, well, what's wrong with that? Well, he's playing the master. I'll show you. I took his bishop, star move, best move. He took with the queen. And I played knight to d4. The engine said that's a good move, but it's not the best one. The engine liked queen to e2 better, as shown by the arrow on the board. He took the bishop. He took my bishop, and I was really happy about that because I'm trying to set little traps for him. Anyway, so I took with the pawn. Now I'm threatening knight takes bishop. Why would knight takes bishop be a good move? Well, his pawns would be doubled, see? He had doubled pawns and they'd be weak. And I wouldn't be worried about exchange of queens. I'd love to give him weak pawns. He went bishop back, and I thought that's a great move. Anyway, so then I thought to myself, what's a good move in this position? Now, we've actually played just a few moves. We've only played 12 moves. So how do I win within 19 moves? In the next 7 moves, how do I win from here? Well, I'll show you what I did. This is quite novel. I played queen to bishop 3, queen to f3. All right, queen to f3. And then what am I doing? I'm developing a piece, and I'm simply threatening a pawn. Now, if he castles queenside, he can't protect the pawn. Well, I can protect the pawn with the king, but then this see how this castle's open? So he can't castle and protect the pawn. Right? So what does he do? Well, he played the logical move, right? Pawn here, right? It is the logical move in the position. And now, in this position, I examined all checks, and I thought, well, it's a bad check. I can't take that pawn with the queen. And I can't take the f pawn with the queen, so I can't do that. And I thought, well, what do I do here? Do I just castle and have to fight against these nicely placed pieces? And then I came up with an idea because I was examining all checks and captures. And I saw something that I don't know whether you can see it. If you're a beginner, you might not see it straight away. If you're a more advanced player, perhaps you might be able to see this. I'll give you a few seconds just to try to work out what you would play in this position. Your time's up, otherwise you would have lost on time. I played knight takes pawn. And I got a double exclamation mark from the computer. A double exclamation mark. But there's a problem, isn't there? Isn't there a problem? He's not, if he takes the knight off, right? His castle's protected by the knight, isn't it? Is that a problem? Well, perhaps it might be a problem for some, but it's not a problem for the master. He took the knight, so I took the pawn with check, right? So he shouldn't have captured. The queen showed queen to b7 was best, but he was a pawn down. Now anyway, his castle's protected. So then he thought, well, I'm okay. I'll just move my queen here and change queens. And I said, oh no, I haven't finished with you yet, Closet Grandmaster. And you know what I did? Oh no, not my queen. So I got an exclamation mark for that. So the computer's given me 2 exclamation marks for knight takes pawn on c6. Now it's given me another exclamation mark for queen takes knight. Now, if black castles, which he can do, he's simply got a really bad game. He'll have 5 pawns, and I'll have 7, 2 extra pawns, right? I'll have 7 pawns and he'll have 5, and he'll have a really bad game if he castles. Anyway, you know what he did? He took the rook. Apparently it's the best move. And then I took the rook with check, and his king went there, and I took another castle. Now, in this position, there are no checks, and no threats to white's position. So, really, he played queen there. Apparently, the very best move on the board. This is why he got a 2,500 rating performance. I castled, and he gave up. He probably looked at his chess engine. I don't know. I don't know what he did, but he realised that this is a totally lost game. It's a terrible position. I was just about to play a move like, say, rook here. I'll say rook here and activate my castle. Right. Play rook here. Or I can play the other rook across here, just threatening to check him. And it's just curtains for him. He's got no good moves at all. So he decided with 2 pawns down, having to face the onslaught of the castles, that he would just resign the position. Okay, so there you go. So I played with a 2,800 rating performance, and that was a 3-minute game on chess.com. Okay, I was surprised that my opponent, the Closet Grandmaster, played with a 2,500 rating performance. But we'll get into the next game. And the next game, this time we're going to go to our archives. We've got all this saved for you. And our next game, we are looking at, go to the library, click on my library, just make sure you can see everything clearly. You can. And the next game we're going to look at, that was the Closet Grandmaster. We're going to look at the Evergan. Is it Evergan? Evergan. Now, this is I played, again, 2,800 performance. I played at 96.4% accuracy. And this time, my opponent was Evergan 9. Right, Evergan 9, and there he is, Evergan 9, and the Sicilian Ziatdinov Rosalimo fianchetto variation. Okay, and we're going to go into the, it says go into the classroom, but we're not going into the classroom. We're going into the chess.com analysis board. And again, as I'll show you again, game review, just to show you that we played at 96.4% accuracy. Here it is, 96.4, and we played at 2,800 rating performance. Congratulations to Evergan 9. He played at a rating performance of 2,350. And Evergan 9 was from Indonesia. Okay. Right. So let's get into this game now. Fix up the board so you can see the full board comfortably. Well, have a look at the game. Right. Okay. Whee. Okay, make sure you can see the board. Right, I opened up with e4. My opponent played c5. and just pop him in there so we can see his name. And I played knight f3. I played knight c6. As I say, I've got Sicilian defence. It's the old Sicilian variation. And I played bishop b5. Okay, it's a book move. And it develops. And really what we're after is we just want a castle, which is what I did. He played bishop g7, so he's just controlling this square here, which is a good idea. I would have done the same myself. I played c3. I thought, well, he's knight. I was thinking, oh, he's 2,100. Maybe I need to try to get d5 in or something like that, something thematic. And he played knight f6, which is a book move in the position, right? So it's a book move. He's playing 100% perfect chess so far. So I played rook e1, another book move in the position, and it protects the pawn. And now he castled. So I thought, well, I'll play d4, which is the book move. And he took the pawn, I recaptured, and he should play d5. That's correct. The engine pointed out, oh no, the correct move is d5. There's something wrong with that move. I took the knight, and guess what? It's a star move. It's the best move on the board. So I was very, very happy to find that out later on. I didn't know at the time. And he recaptured with the pawn. And the engine says take the other way. Unfortunately, it's not really a human trait. It's much more human to want to take the pawn this way and try to get your bishop diagonal. Right. But I played h3. I stopped him getting his diagonal. Apparently bishop g5 is preferred by the computer, but I just want to stop his bishop being able to go here. He played b5, as you can see by the evaluation bar, the white-black bar on the side of the board. White's got a slight initiative. And I played knight to c3, and just developing a piece. I've got all my pawns in the centre, all covered, right, by the two knights. And the queens, the rooks, everything's protected. Anyway, he played bishop there. The engine wanted to sacrifice a pawn. That's right. That's what the engine wanted to do. I played bishop to f4. Apparently e5. The engine liked e5. But I played bishop f4. I can see why the engine likes e5. Yeah, I'll show you why the engine likes e5. The engine likes e5 because after knight here, you can play knight there. And then your knight can hop in this square next move and cause all sorts of discomfort for white. Okay. So I didn't play 100% accuracy. Oops. Right, so he played bishop there. I played bishop f4, right? That's because I'm trying to move quickly. I've got 2 minutes and 49 seconds. And my opponent, Evergan9, he's playing very fast. He played rook c8. I didn't like this because I'm thinking to myself, he wants to play c5, this pawn push, and it's a nice freeing move for him. So I played bishop there, and the logic is that if his knight ever moves, this is my crazy logic, if his knight ever moves, I'll take his bishop. And if it doesn't move, well, I'll just sit on his face with the bishop on e5. That's my logic. Crazy logic, huh? Anyway, he played c5. And then I started looking at the position thinking, oh, I don't like this go. Didn't like it at all. And I pushed the pawn past it. I didn't like the fact that if I take the pawn, there was lots of play for black. I didn't like that. Right? And there's lots of complications and things. So I pushed the pawn forwards. A star move, best move. And he hit my knight, and I thought, golly gee. So I put my knight over there. It's a star move. It's best move. And he played e6. Now he's trying to cause me more trouble. And I'm thinking, what do I do here? He's trying to break up all my pawns. So I took his knight off because I didn't know what to do. I didn't play the best move. So I just took his knight. My logic was this, that after he recaptured, I could push a pawn on his bishop. Anyway, yeah, pawn forwards is apparently the best move. He played bishop back, so I thought, well, I'll push that pawn forwards. It's only got 2 more squares to go, and it might be a queen one day. But then I thought, oh, I know what I've got to do. I've got to play rook here really quickly and start attacking this pawn. Anyway, he played bishop to d5. Well, I thought, great, that's nice, but what else does it do? Doesn't threaten me too much. So I played b3. Engine like rook c1 better. Okay. And now he should play. Yeah, this is the move I was worried about. I was worried about him pushing this pawn to c4. So the engine's correct. But he pushed the pawn to f6 instead. So then I looked at the position. I thought, hello, I'm going to play rook c1 because the engine liked that move. And then he played pawn takes pawn. Guess what? He gets an exclamation mark for that move. Now I'm in trouble. So I thought, how can I trick him? I've got 2 minutes and 18 seconds. Play fast, Johnny, because he's playing fast. He might make a mistake. So I pushed the pawn on his castle, and the engine gave me an exclamation mark. It said, gee, that's a good move. Anyway, he took with the queen. So I played knight there, and I forked his queen and rook. And he says, oh, no, what's going on now? So he moved his queen there. He moved to the wrong square. So I took his castle off, and he took back. Then I took a pawn. I thought, this is looking good. And then, because I worked out that after he takes the knight, rook takes bishop. And now, because he likes to move fast, he certainly does like to move fast. Because he likes to move fast, he played bishop takes pawn. Big question mark with that one. And he might think that in this position, if I take the pawn, he might have several pieces for the queen. But he's mistaken. I played rook takes pawn, and I'm winning now. He's got to take that, rook, queen takes, rook takes, and now it's his move. And you know what he did? Nothing. Because I gave him a check. It was my move. Now, he can't go here, right? Can he, right? Because that's why I didn't take his bishop. I didn't take his bishop because I was after his castle. That's right. I was after his castle. Now, if he goes here, I can check him and take the castle, right? It's the castle I'm after. And so then he played king here. I thought, well, I can't check you now. I can't win the castle, can I? But I saw this check and I thought, hello, this is a good check. Where do you go now? Now, if he goes here, I could just check him here and win the castle because the castle's the big piece. And if he goes here, well, I'll just check him here and check him there and take his castle. So it's very important. He's only got one move. He's got to go there. Now, do I take the bishop with the king now? No. I give him a check here. Why? Because I'm attacking his king and his castle. He's only got one square. Rook there. And now I've got this move. Pawn to f4. And I'm attacking his bishop. And I'm threatening queen takes rook check. Or queen takes castle check. And he's got a totally lost game. And so he resigned. That's right. So that's why we had our rating performance of 2,800 in that game against Evergan 9 from the Indonesia. And now we're going to have the coup de grace or the symphony of chess. I played it 100% accuracy. 100% accuracy. And I'm playing a grandmaster. That's right. I'm playing a grandmaster. I'm playing GrandMaster Raset Ziatdinov. I'll pronounce that again. Raset Ziatdinov. He was rated 2,411. The game was played in late titled Tuesday. And I'm going to the library. I'm going to find this game for you. And here it is. 3,000 rating performance against the GrandMaster. Right, against Raset Ziatdinov. And he's known in chess.com. His rating name is GM_Rashid. GM_Rashid. And there you go. That's the game. So we're going to the analysis room here with this game. And just to show you, it is all true. You're not just seeing things. Because you looked at the FIDE Master, you watched me on my Twitch stream, and you would have seen my rating at around about 1,950, right? 1,950 my rating. And here I am, I'm playing a GrandMaster. And there's my rating performance, 100% accuracy, 84.8% for the GrandMaster. The game's a draw. And I'll tell you why it's a draw. I felt sorry for him. It's true. It's true. I felt sorry for the GrandMaster, I did. You know why? Because I caught him in the book trap. That's right. My whole game, the 100% accuracy that I'm going to show you is all about a book trap in a martial attack. That's right. So if you put on your thinking caps, take your notes down, right? Because you too can draw with the GrandMaster if you catch them in this book trap. And this is why the GrandMasters are scared of the martial attack. I'm going to show you why. Here we go. So I was playing the black pieces, right? And here I go. Just 1 second. I'll just make sure you can see the board correctly. Good. Okay, rightio, Joe. There's his face, GrandMaster Raset. Okay, so GrandMaster Raset. Here we go. He played e4. I played e5. GrandMaster Raset played knight f3. Played knight c6. He played bishop b4. Don't forget, it's a 3-minute game in with 2-second increments in late titled Tuesday this week. Right. I played a6. Right. This is the start of the Ruy Lopez, and he played bishop to a4. Now, for the beginners, you can take the knight. It's called the Ruy Lopez exchange variation. It's a different type of game altogether, but position is supposed to be equal. Knight f6, we played this. It's almost like a Carlsen's Berlin, isn't it? Anyway, he castled, and the game is actually called the Ruy Lopez opening the martial attack Steiner variation. I played b5. It's a book move, and he played bishop b3. So I played bishop e7. And like the old masters, because he might have been a grandmaster of the old Russian school or something like that. I think he's from Kazakhstan, actually. I'll just check the flag. GrandMaster Rashid's flag, he's from Uzbekistan. I stand corrected. So GrandMaster Raset is from Uzbekistan. I've got Kazakhstan on the brain, and the reason why is because I love Dimash Kutuburtburk and the singer singing SOS. I love Dimash. D-I-M-A-S-H, fantastic singer. Check him out on YouTube. I castled, and now he played c3. And this is one of the main moves. It's a book move, right? So we are playing all theory. Every move has been a book move so far. So where does the Grandmaster go wrong? Well, he got a draw. He didn't go too far wrong. But he probably looked at my rating, 2036. For the purposes of this game, he probably thought, oh, he's probably not very strong. He's only 2036, just a weak FM. And he's a much higher rated player. And he probably thought, oh, I'll just play into the complications and just win the game. But little did he know that I've studied this opening quite well, and I know a little bit about the martial attack because I played one of the world's best theoreticians many years ago, International Master Hazai. Here we go. Pawn takes pawn. So here you can play knight takes pawn, and that's one of the main lines of the martial. However, I played pawn to E5, E4. Okay, so I'm threatening his knight. Well, he can take my knight. And that's precisely what he does. The Grandmaster says, well, he says, logically, why can't I just take your knight, right? Take your knight. And then if you take my knight, I just take back with the queen. And I've just got an extra pawn with lovely pawn structure. Well, he's right. So pawn takes knight, pawn takes knight. And he played queen takes pawn. Guess what? It's a question mark. That's right. It's the beginning of my book trap. It looks like a natural move. It develops a piece, prepares to play pawn here, which looks very strong. But now, the martial attack, we get our little sting. Bishop hits queen. Exclamation mark. That's right. So now Grandmaster Raset Ziatdinov is from Uzbekistan, is thinking, and as you can see here, he's got 2 minutes and 43 seconds on the clock. So he only took 1 second to make this move. And do you know what? This is the book trap. That's right, it's the book trap. I played Rook E8. Rook E8, and that's the exclamation mark move. Rook E8, right? Because we're attacking the queen along the E file. We're attacking the queen, but more importantly, we're attacking the castle on the back. And now here, he played D4, right? He played D4, exclamation mark, I don't know why. I played bishop to D6, and I said, would you like a draw? And he accepted. You know what? I felt sorry for him. I felt sorry for the Grandmaster from Uzbekistan. I thought, oh, the poor old fella, he's made a blunder, and I know what it's like. I've done it myself. But you think he could just play queen here and protect his castle? But no, he can't, because you play bishop here and you attack the queen. And as you can see from the bar on the side of the board, right, you can see from the bar on the side of the board in this particular position, black is winning, right? So the position is a win for black, okay? And so that's why the Grandmaster took a draw when I offered it to him. He looked at the position, he thought, oh no, he's going to hit my queen with the bishop. He's offering me a draw. He thought, I better take it. I better take the draw against the Aussie FIDE master. And I'll tell you what, you know who was more stunned than anybody else? Grandmaster Teddy. Grandmaster Teddy, whoop, fell off his chair, he did. Grandmaster Teddy. He fell off his chair. He said, gee, Johnny, he said, you gave the Grandmaster a draw. And he said, you felt sorry for him? Teddy told me later, he chastised me, Grandmaster Teddy. He chastised me and he said, you got to have killer instinct, Johnny. He said, how are you ever going to win Late Title Tuesday if you feel sorry for the old Grandmaster and you give him a draw? So there it is. That's my game. That's my game where I play with 100, with 3,000 rating. 3,000 rating. There it is, 3,000 rating performance. Perfect game, the perfect chess game. It was actually the perfect chess game. There was no better moves played on the board than what I played. Isn't that nice to know? There we go. So listen, thank you very much for coming in. I'll tell you what I will do. Just as an added bonus, we've got this guy, and I met him at the club the other day, and he's just a beginner. His name is Dylan is FR the Goat, right? So I'm going to look for his game. I'm going to look for his game and see. I'm going to feature it on my YouTube stream, right? I'm going to do the advanced search. I'm going to put opponent is DYLANISFR the Goat. There we go. I'll just search for the game because I've only ever played in one game. Oh, I can't find him. Oh, okay. Well, maybe some other time, eh? Well, I'd like to thank you, thank everybody for coming in today. I can click on play. It says play a friend, but I can't find him. Okay, rightio then. We'll leave it at that. Please thumbs up if you like the video, and if you want to make a donation to help my YouTube channel, then I've got my PayPal link in the video description, and even if people just gave $1 or something like that, it'd be really helpful so I can create more YouTube videos. Okay, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed those games, and we might feature some Super Grandmaster games on the next YouTube stream, okay? So it's goodbye from me. It's goodbye from Grandmaster Teddy. And I want to thank our friend in the desert of Australia, right in the middle of Australia, Johnny Elder in Broken Hill, for supplying me with this wonderful this ring. He gave me this ring. It's got pure gold in it, and there you go. If you're interested in those ring like that, and it's adjustable. You can see how you can just adjust it. See the corner there, just there. You can adjust it to your own size, and it's pure sterling silver and pure gold. He cut the stone himself, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful stone with all the gold in it, and he sells them pretty cheap. So he said if anyone's interested, you can contact through me, and I'll give you his details. So just send me a message in the YouTube channel or something, and you can contact him and find out about his rings that he makes. Okay, say goodbye, Teddy. Goodbye, Teddy. I didn't say goodbye, Teddy. Say goodbye to the viewers. Goodbye, viewers. There he goes. Grandmaster Teddy. He's playing games. He's getting a bit pixelated lately, our Grandmaster Teddy. And so we're going to stop